Hi, this is Ravi from the Nifty BN channel. This is the third part of the series Beginner Options Mistakes to Avoid. You will find a link to the first and second parts in the description below. Want to meet like minded traders and discuss option strategies, adjustments, and more? Just type in Discuss Nifty in your Telegram search box and join the friendly trader community. Mistake number 8, trying to master all trading strategies. The key to trading is becoming a master of a few strategies, not all. In order to truly excel as a trader, we need to focus on a few trading strategies and learn the nuances. That can help avoid stress, anxiety, confusion, and ambiguity involved with trying to do everything at once. We need to identify strategies that suit our risk tolerance or schedule, backtest them, and only then apply them to the live market environment. Remember that you are here to make money and not be a know all. As a beginner, you should stay away from complex strategies with multiple legs, as these would be tough to enter and exit. In my trading account, I just implement the following trading strategies: bullish installment collar on the Nifty 50 index, only at the right levels, that is, when Nifty is at a long term support zone and or in an oversold state. Cash secured puts on selected stocks, that is, only on the stocks that are sector leaders and or a part of the Nifty 50 index. Short butterfly on Bank Nifty but only on certain occasions, that is, only during earning calls of major constituents of the Bank Nifty index every quarter or during major RBI announcements. Mistake number 9, bottom fishing. It is virtually impossible to gauge how low a stock can go. Just because a stock is trading at a historical low, or just because a stock's current price to earnings ratio is below its multi year average, does not make it a good buy. Investors need to understand the importance of catching the falling knife for value. More times than not, it is the retailers and first time investors who get trapped at higher prices. Remember that bargain hunting works for shopping and not for trading or investing. To understand it better, let's look at an example of S Bank. S Bank was at an all time high level of Rs 404 in August 2018. When it dipped to a low of Rs 146.75 in November 2018, it looked like a good buy to many investors. But the stock continued its downward march and reached a low of Rs 29 in October 2019. But if you thought this was the lowest S Bank can go, you are mistaken. The stock is currently trading below Rs 20 after hitting an all time low of Rs 5.65 on March 6, 2020. So think twice before your next bargain hunt. Mistake number 10, buying out of the money call options. Many beginners get attracted to buying cheap out of the money call contracts without knowing the mechanics of options. What they do not understand is buying cheap out of the money calls is like buying a lottery ticket. The truth is, lottery tickets can make you a lot of money if you hit them, but more often than not, you lose 100% of your money and you have to be very careful. The same is true with out of the money call options. An option buyer has to be right about the direction, volatility, and timing of a stock's move in order to make profit, while an option seller only has to be right about the timing. The biggest enemy of an option buyer is the time value decay or theta decay. Let's look at an example to understand this concept better. On June 25th, the closing price of Bajaj Finance Limited was rupees 3005.35. Say you are bullish on the stock but do not want to spend much. So on June 26th, you bought a 30th July expiry 3500 call option at 103.95. At the end of expiry, that is, on 30th July, the stock ended at rupees 3218.3 and your 3500 call option expired worthless as it expired out of the money and you ended up losing 100% of your investment on the trade. What's important to understand here is that you were right about the direction, but the choice of the strike price was incorrect. As even if the stock ended at rupees 3499.9, the option would have expired worthless. One more important thing to remember is that every option has an expiration date, which defines the term or the duration of the option. And when you buy an option, you have to be right about the direction by that expiry date. In a study, it is found that 90% of all options expire worthless. So, statistically, option sellers have an advantage in the form of a bias towards options expiring out of the money, that is, worthless. For call options, any option strike above the last traded price on expiry day expires worthless, and any strikes below the last traded price expire in the money. And it's just the opposite for put options. Let us know in the comment section the mistakes you have committed when you started trading options. Thank you for watching. Please post any questions you have in the comment section. Also, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. To find us on Twitter and Telegram, use the username NiftyBN. Also, I post some of my trades to the community tab, so don't forget to check that from time to time.